People spend hundreds trying to make their roof racks theft-proof. But this can still be removed in 30 seconds. If I can remove the bolt, I can remove the entire case. This under $2 fix makes it way harder to steal. And this DIY solution is smarter than most expensive solutions out there. Before I show you how to create these secure mounts, let me give you a little context about the rack setup I'm using. By the way, I'll link bolts and everything I use down in the description if you want to build your own. Now, this solution will work with almost anything. It doesn't even have to be a roof rack. I can think of a dozen ways I'll use this same bolt setup. On my Jeep, I'm running the Metalcloak Adventure Rack System, the ARS. It's not cheap. I paid a premium for it, but it's one of the most heavy-duty Wrangler racks out there. Yeah, that's stout. From what I recall, it's rated around 850 pounds static and roughly 350 pounds dynamic, which is serious capacity. I also added the ARS Stealth platform, and you can literally walk on. The platform has these holes, and that's exactly what we're going to use. I drilled matching holes in the bottom of my Harbor Freight Apache case. So you can see them here. The bolt passes through the rack, through these holes, and into the Apache case. Before inserting it, I added M10 rubber washer or gasket ring. That does two things. It reduces vibration and seals the hole, so nothing gets into the case. On the inside, I use a flat washer and a nylock nut to secure it. Now let's look at the actual solution. This is just a standard bolt. The only difference is I drilled a cross hole through the shank. In a minute, I'll show you exactly how I did this using nothing more than a simple hand drill and a drill bit. Now here's where this gets interesting. I can secure this in multiple ways. One is for safety, and the other is for theft resistance. Option 1, a cotter pin. If the case is locked on the outside, no one can simply unbolt it from under the rack. The cotter pin also serves as an important safety feature. If the nut ever loosens, the bolt physically can't slide out past the pin, which means the case isn't coming off the rack. If I don't want the lock outside, I can use a small lock on the inside, or I can do both. You could even safety wire all four bolts together, so if someone tries to remove one, it tightens the others, but that's probably overkill. The point is, this idea is flexible. You can use it almost anywhere. Next, let's talk tools and parts. Again, everything is linked below in the description. You'll need a basic drill. I'm using a DeWalt. For bolts, I experimented quite a bit and settled on zinc-plated grade 2 3/8-inch hex bolts, and that's intentional. Grade 2 bolts are low-carbon steel. They're softer and drill well. Stainless steel is tougher and work hardens. Stainless actually gets harder as you drill. That makes it frustrating and much harder on bits. Now let me answer the next question. Is it strong enough? The quick answer is yes. Massively more than enough. A single 3/8-inch grade 2 bolt can handle thousands of pounds in tension. In this setup, most of the load is shear. With 4 bolts, we are in the neighborhood of 10,000 pounds of shear capacity. My Apache case, even fully loaded, might weigh 40 to 80 pounds. We are nowhere near the bolt limits. For this application, 4 3/8-inch grade 2 bolts is plenty. You'll also need M10 rubber washers or gasket, 3/8-inch flat washers, nylock nuts, cutter pins, optional luggage locks, and M42 cobalt drill bits. I used this DeWalt cobalt set. You will want to use M42 cobalt drill bits. M42 has a higher cobalt content, which makes it harder and much more heat resistant than standard high-speed steel bits. That means it stays sharper and handles tougher material without dulling quickly. If you are drilling a lot of bolts, you may go through more than one bit. You could use M35 drill bits, but it won't be as good. And here's my experience. I've got a lot of drill bits, both Milwaukee and DeWalt. The DeWalt Cobalt set gives you the best overall variety in one kit. I'll link the set I'm using down in the description if you're interested. You will want a 5/16 drill bit, a 1/8-inch drill bit for cotter pins, and a 5/32 inch drill bit for the luggage lock. And if you're using these 3/8 inch bolts, you will need a 9/16 wrench, a ratchet, and a 9/16 socket. It will also be helpful if you have a ratchet like this to make things go quicker. Optionally, you can use safety lock wire or mechanics wire like this. And here's the lock that I used for my case. Again, all this information is in the description below. Okay, so I've taken scrap plywood that I had. This is 3/4 inch plywood. And I've just marked where I want the hole in the bolt and just drew a line here. So that's step one. Okay, step two is going to be I'm going to drill 1, 2, 3, 4 holes for these bolts to put in. All right, next we're going to put the bolts into the plywood. So next we're going to flip this over and we're going to change our bit to the smaller bit to drill the hole into the shank of the bolt. All right, I've marked where to drill the hole. And if you notice now, metal shavings are starting to come out. Let's take out the bolt. It's really hot, but let me show you. So there's wood in the hole right now, but I'm just gonna knock that out. But you can see it went all the way through. And there we go. So now we have the hole for our cotter pin. And now we repeat the same process with these other bolts. So I have more blocks here. Next, lightly file the threads to remove burrs. I'm going to put it back in the vise, just like so. Then I have a nut that is I just use for this purpose. Once I've got all my bolts, I'm just going to throw it out. But I'm going to use this just to basically run it through and make sure the threads are nice and ready and clean for the final use. All right, so I'll put that on. And then I'm just going to slowly and the way I like to do it is I'll put it in a little bit, then I'll take it back out, and then I'll put it back in. And I repeat that a few times. There we go. Okay, and I have different size of cotter pins that I got from Amazon. I'll try the biggest one here. This is pretty hefty. All right, let's see. And that should fit. There we go. I probably will use something smaller. I think this size is sufficient. And then that way, if somebody tries to take it off or the bolt comes off loose, it can't come off, and so it's secure. This kit also has cotter pins like this, so I could use something like that. Or I could use mechanics wire too. If you want access to my exclusive subscriber resources, the instructions are in the pinned comment and description below. If there is something you would like to see next, drop it in the comments. And if this helped you out, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one.